Hi Capricorn! So, yesterday I knew that you guys would be up next for your reading, and I sat down, cleared the space, I called in the energy, the guides, and as soon as I was about to start, I saw a little bird. I didn't know what kind of bird it was. It was like a black, whitish, grayish bird, and it reminded me of the last reading I did for you guys, which I titled Flight as a Feather. And in that moment, I realized I probably should have gone back and revisited y'all's last video just to like catch up with where your energy was, because this was 4 months ago when I released your last video. And I started the reading anyways, and I got interrupted halfway through and did not get to finish it. But honestly, I'm glad because it gave me more time to sit in y'all's energy and get more information for y'all and rewatch it. So let's kind of touch base on where we were for you guys 4 months ago. So your money matters were secured, they were tight. I don't feel like there was any worries there. And as far as the messages that came through, you guys actually, I'm gonna bring up that message first. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of little creepy crawlies, little insects, you know, like small bugs. A lot of them have been like red or black. But I think that's kind of referring to you guys are really like looking into the details of things. You're really getting into specifics. Like I feel like details, specifics, and then relating back to the feather bird symbolism. I feel like this could be getting into specifics about something that's like higher level from where you were before, like you're trying to advance in something, whatever it may be for you. And then the other messages you got in your last reading were, oh my goodness, so many, like half of the cards that came out were referring to how like protected and supported you are on the spiritual 5D metaphysical realms, whatever you believe in terms of that. But it was overwhelming that pretty much, I want to say half, I can go back and count, and if it wasn't half, it was just like marginally under half of the cards that came out were pertaining to like certain guides that you have, or how protected or supported or loved you are. And also, like, touching back as far as finances, you guys seem to be okay. I'm still getting that message. As far as Capricorn goes, I kind of get the idea that you guys are pretty like oh yeah, okay, so like you're financially secure, but you also, in the last reading, you were learning about like discipline. You were also trying to find what you were passionate about. So it's been some time, so we will see what you're doing these days, Cap. I've already cleared space and shuffled the decks, called in your guides. I did want to bring up, I have these little cards that have like, I usually go by the date. Sometimes I'll go by different numbers if I get like number downloads, but today's the 16th, and I feel like this applies for you guys. And the message is, I allow others to have their own opinions, even if it differs from mine. So I allow others to have their own opinions, even if it differs from mine. I don't feel like that's something that like you're struggling with. I feel like that's something that's just like, no, like that's just like, yeah, duh. So that's cool. I don't feel like you're typically like an argumentative folk. Let's see what we get. I don't know where the arguing came out. Okay. So, we'll get 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle. I'm gonna post the links to the decks in the description. And we're gonna ask, what do you need to know at this time? Also, I'm gonna leave this reading, starting now. I would like to start labeling my readings as timeless. In them, I will discuss like astrological transits if I feel like, if I feel like they're, you know, they're worth mentioning, or especially if they're like affecting a sign specifically. But as far as like the message and like the reading, I would like to leave it at timeless, because I want to believe like when you come across a reading, you're coming across it at the right time, or you're coming across it to like better understand maybe energies of the past in a way that you didn't understand them before, so that you can move forward. Alright, cool. So the card you got for what you need to know is that a new romantic cycle begins. So that's Libra energy. You also got Libra energy in your last reading. Also, the energy is gaining momentum on the bottom of the deck, and we'll clarify these at the end. So we're going to get a card for what you need to do. I might get 4 instead of 3. I'm feeling lucky. Oh, that did a 360. Do we want it? Nah. If it wants to come out, it'll come out. Oh, another thing I wanted to bring up. Sorry, excuse me. So I've been sitting in your energy for the past 2 days, knowing I want to do a reading for you, kind of like waiting for the right moments. And my throat chakra, like breathing, it's been very, I feel like there might be something that you're having a hard time saying. It's maybe got, I don't want to say choked up. I don't feel like you're going to cry about it. It could be something that like is, yes, emotional, but not like that emotional. I don't know. I feel like it might be individual situations, so I don't want to gauge that. It's up to your own discretion. Anyways, where were we? So, what do you need to do? And you got, also, the moon is in Aries. New moon in Aries. Did I mention that the bugs were mostly black and red? I did. I remember. So, I did want to bring up, so sorry guys, my brain is everywhere today. I did want to bring up like that red symbolism has been coming through a lot lately as well. And I feel like relating to you guys, like that Aries energy, that like fire energy, especially during like the sister Leo sign season, like really taking advantage of that. I'm gonna get a card. I feel like this might just be like a small note, not like a prominent thing, but I do feel like I need to bring it up on the bottom of the deck. As far as what you need to do, release negativity. Like I said, I feel like that's just a small note. Like it's not that big a deal. Just like a small reminder, nudge in the right direction, if you will. All right. What do you need to focus on, Capricorn? Does Capricorn need to focus on? Okay. Let's try that again. What does Capricorn need to focus on? We got it. It's upside down. Oh, snap. That's why we had to go through the whole deck. That's the message. Okay. So what you got was nothing will come of this situation, but in reverse. So you could be like, it's also a tiny, tiny little red spider right here by the card, reminding you of that fiery energy from Aries, Leo season, Aries moon. I think the moon's gonna be in Aries for like maybe another 24 hours. I'm gonna have to double check. I know I was there yesterday. You can look it up. Really interested in the spider right now. Sorry, it's distracting. That's part of the message. So, like, the question was what you need to focus on. And when I first saw the card, nothing will come of the situation in reverse, I was kind of getting you could be, like, hyper fixating on something not going in your favor. Like, you could be thinking nothing will come of a certain situation and, like, repeatedly, like, telling yourself that. It's just, like, poor manifestation. I'm sorry, that sounds like a mean word, but I'm just being honest. I'm not saying I'm not guilty of it. I am. But we'll clarify and we'll get back to that one. I'm gonna get you one more card for what you need to release. Also, I usually only do like 3 main cards, so I guess y'all were lucky. Oh snap. Also, I'm not gonna bring it up again in the reverse. Guys, I love this for you. Okay. Nice. So remember you talking about how last reading you were kind of trying to find like your passion, like what makes you feel passionate. Also, the message I was getting recently for you guys is like observing details, like looking, really focusing in on something. And I feel like for some of you that could be like focusing in on yourself and your own, like going back to that discipline thing, like focusing in on cultivating that self-discipline. And I'm getting a spam risk call. Okay. We get so many of those these days. It's ridiculous. So the card you got for what you need to release was don't let your past hold you back, but in the reverse. And because I just rewatched your last reading, what I'm getting from that is because you kept getting the same repeated message that there were things that were being removed from your life and that could have hurt at the time, but it was ultimately the best, for both parties, or it was, yes, it's hard to accept sometimes, but it was what, I don't like saying this, give me a sec. Sorry. Actually, I'm gonna say it. Because I truly believe it. And so, I'm gonna say it. So I really believe that everything that happens, no matter how fucking horrible, and I hate to laugh at that, I laugh when I feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry. I truly believe everything happens for a reason. And I think that whatever happens is best for all parties involved. And while that may mean like loss or change or uncertainty or worry, it's always sending you down the path that you were meant to go down. And as far as the what you need to release card, I feel like you may have come to some sort of grasp of that between then and now. And that might have been a really hard lesson to learn, or you're in the process of trying to accept what you can't control, and just kind of like accepting life as it comes. and working with what you got, which was also a message you got last time, which I feel like you guys are always really resourceful and making the best use of what you have available, which is total master magician manifestation energy. Sorry to get all serious with you guys. We're gonna clarify. All right, let's try to get those emotions like back to a good mood. Yeah, cool. All right, so our first question was, what do you need to know? And ooh, Scuddy, a new romantic cycle begins. You got that Libra balance scale energy, and honestly, I really like that the scales of justice are on this card, because every time I see it in terms of like a new romantic cycle, to me it's saying like it's gonna be one that's reciprocal. It's gonna be equal give and take. Yeah. Let's clarify. Alright, Caps. So see Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I shuffled these for you, so let's see. For Capricorn, what do they need to know in terms of their new romantic cycle? Got one. Where's number two? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh, snap. I like it. Oh, my fudge, guys. I'm really glad we could talk about something positive after that heavy energy. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so first I have to clarify, because I don't want to get everyone's hopes up. But a new romantic cycle, yes, that could be with a person, somebody else. But also romance is not like, if you refer back to like, I believe it's Greek, the 7 types of love. Romance and intimacy is not I feel like maybe romance. I guess what I'm not necessarily getting romance from this card. What I'm getting is like a healthy relationship, with someone external to you, or a new healthy relationship of loving yourself and being more balanced. And to clarify that, we have the Strength card. Happy Leo season. I want you to look at the imagery because it's so fucking cute. So, and then we also have the 6 of Wands. So that's success, but that's also public recognition. Hold on. I always forget the last... I forgot my art was in here. I'm going to show y'all really quick. So I asked for a kitty menu at the restaurant in New Mexico, and I colored the fuck out of this. Psychedelic rams, Aries new moon. Look at that red ram. I feel like that's y'all right now. Embracing that psychedelic energy. Also, I'm kind of getting like in terms of the looking into like details about things. Could be looking, like we talked about, it was like metaphysical, could be looking more into like guides. So you had a lot of like guides coming through in your last reading. We were looking up the 6 of Wands. So it's success, public recognition. Okay, cool. Progress and self-confidence. So that coming out with strength. I'm more so getting the progress and self-confidence and success. I mean, as far as public recognition, here it is right here. I'm confirming it for you. You're doing great. So, we're going to clarify also the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Financial security, heavy for you all the fucking time. You're fine. Don't worry about your bag. Nice. Okay. So, we asked, What do you need to do? And we got it's time to take action. And right now the moon is in Aries. More of that Ram energy. So what is it time for Capricorn to take action on? Ooh, that flips in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. That's a reverse action card. What? One more. Hold on. Oh, wait. It's not necessarily bad, guys. It's not necessarily bad. Oh, snap. It's okay. It's all good. Alright, so what do you need to do? It's time to take action. So the Ace of Wands in reverse can be an emerging idea. Like I said, you could be looking at details into specifics about something, so I feel like you're cultivating something. And then we also have the Four of Cups. And that's a card of like representing... I need to look at the other meanings because I don't like... Oh... It's meditation, contemplation. That makes sense. You're looking at details. You're looking at specifics. You're self-evaluating. That's what you're taking action on. Continue doing that. Continue. Come back. Did I say self-evaluating? I don't know where that came from. That just kind of came out. Okay. If you're self-evaluating, keep doing that. You're going in the right direction. I've been on here for 21 minutes. Sorry, Cap. Hope it's okay. Also, we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, so it's like happiest card in the deck. Booyah, booyah. And then we're gonna clarify your what do you need to focus on? And for that, we got nothing will come of the situation in reverse. So I was kind of getting like you could be like over focusing on something not going in your favor, and that's like interfering with what you actually want to manifest. So we're going to clarify that. So saw that bird, right? What do you need to focus on instead? The World. Okay. Any other clarifiers? That one kind of wanted to come out. What was it? 10 of Pence! Focus on the fact that you're fucking financially stable as shit. Like, in terms of, like, abundance manifestation, if you have, like, one sector that's always popping, and, like, you want to, like, fill your other cups, if you focus on, like, how well you're doing, and how much abundance you have, where you have it. And like I said, you guys are so good at working with what you have and making the most of it. So, and honestly, like, I don't blame you. These current planetary transits are fucking heavy, and I'm cursing a lot for this one. It's really hard. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I completely understand, like, overthinking, falling into, like, worry right now. But I think this is just a reminder that you guys don't, like, you guys are going to be okay. Referring back to your last reading, so much support, and try to find methods, like, experiment and see what works for you. Like, if you, try, like, in terms of breaking out of a cycle, like, where you start to, like, feel that spiral of worry set in before it gets too bad, like, try to find, like, activities or things that you can go to so that you can break out of that before it gets too bad. I also feel the need to say this, in terms of depression, someone told me this, and it definitely stuck with me. So, like, depression is a monster. And the more you feed it, all that negative energy just grows and grows. And fuck that. Fuck. I'm not saying this from a place. I don't feel like I need to say that. So, digress. We had one more card about what you need to release. And the card you got was don't let your past hold you back, but in reverse, because I feel like you guys have been working a lot on self-evaluating, looking into working on bettering yourself. I feel like if I've been harsh to you during this reading, like, don't take it personally. I don't feel like those messages were necessarily for everyone. I take what resonates, please. Because overall, I feel like you guys are doing so well, and I feel like you're on the right track. There's just little things that I'm here to warn you about that might knock you slightly out of alignment or like mess up with your manifestation that just like you just need a reminder about. No biggie. We'll get 2 more cards for what you need to release. My neighbor is yelling at me. He's cute, but he's always yelling at me. It's a dog, guys. It's just a dog. Alright, yeah, what do you need to release? 9 of Swords. So, like, that's the end of a cycle. So releasing, you're, like, letting your past hold you back, or past burdens or worries. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I have to rewatch this video and make sure I wasn't too harsh on you guys. I feel kind of bad. Cause you guys are doing great, honestly. This energy is very refreshing. 5 of Swords, yeah. So 5 of Swords is change. So going from the 9 to the 5, so you ended a cycle. You decided you wanted to change it. Breaking out of like past loops of, you know, worry or past cycles so you can bring in those new ones. Like I said, you guys are master manifestors. You're bringing in the 7 of Cups, filling up all those cups by focusing in on what you got and making the most of your resources. So Capricorn, it's been lit. Thanks for chilling with me. Once again, I'm sorry if I was harsh. You guys, you know, you're doing great. Just gotta like throw those warnings out there just in case, you know. Alright, thank you, Cap. It's been a pleasure. Have a good day. Bye!